Welcome to Head Full of Radio, where a longtime Radiohead fan goes through the whole recorded discography alongside his friend, who's only familiar with the song Creep. Will we agree on the songs? Can I convert him into a fan? Let's find out. Welcome to Season 2 of Head Full of Radio. Episode 36. Now, you're wondering why My Iron Lung was not the beginning of Season 2. I decided because technically that's a song that they were, frustrated that they weren't able to write, and they wanted to write a next big single. And if this was a TV show, that would be the season finale, because it's giving you big expectations going into Season 2. So today, the next song on the My Iron Lung EP, released on September 26, 1994, is The Trickster, Episode 1, Season 2. But Episode 36 overall. Blah, blah, blah. I'm Floyd, and as always, here's Nico.
Hello, Floyd. We are here for Season 2. That's crazy to me.
Isn't it? And your fan is still screwing around.
He's doing his thing. I don't know what to tell you. Some people just can't be helped.
Yeah, we should get a hashtag Nico's fan.
My one fan out there. Hi to you.
How are you feeling about Season 2 beginning?
I'm very interested to see. I can't remember off the top of my head how I received My Iron Lung. I remember giving it a 3, or I should say a Ed. But beyond that, my brain is empty. So I'm interested to see how much the feels are feeling after moving into this new season.
Well, with The Trickster, so let's just give you a little bit of information on My Iron Lung.
Do it.
This EP was recorded during the sessions for their album The Bends, and Tom York says that this EP was just for the fans and described it as a collection of songs that did not fit on the album rather than outtakes. So, he said, we think they're good, otherwise we wouldn't have put them on.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not the rejects, basically. Well, they are, but they aren't.
They are, but they aren't. And I have interesting expectations for this. When I was young, I had a copy of this. I think I mentioned it in the last episode. And at the time, you had to buy it on 2 CDs. So I had to buy the first CD, which had like 4 songs on it. And then I had to buy the second CD to put inside my case. So CD 1 had 2 spots for 2 CDs, but you had to buy the extra one separately. And then I guess toss the other little case out and put it into this one.
Truly a wild time.
Isn't it?
Bunch of tricksters, you might say.
Oh, wow.
You get good content here, guys.
That was amazing. Speaking of which, I don't know where Trickster is on my list. It's not there.
Oh,
look at that! It goes right into Lewis. So I gotta go find Trickster here.
Being a little evasive one, aren't we? A bit mischievous.
Yes.
Do you say mischievous or mischievous? I know some people are fan of the mischievous.
Now I want to say mischievous.
I know it's got more character to it, but I'm just like, that's not what the word is, though.
So what I would like to say is mischievous vegetables.
100%. Now there is a, song name, album name, band name, whatever you want. It's got
mischievous vegetables. It's not mischievous vegetables.
Oh no, that does not hit the same at all. So we've got to be clear on that.
Okay. Apparently, I can only find this version, so we're gonna listen to it here. All right.
I think it's on the longer side of things.
Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, here goes Trickster. The Trickster. Go!
Ooh.
That guitar just comes in, eh?
Yeah, everything just feels like very okay, we're doing this. It's starting.
Yeah. Do you hear a difference between most of the stuff we listen to with Pablo Honey and where this is coming from? Do you hear a difference? Or that they've improved?
Both with the instruments and his voice, I'd say.
Yeah.
But not in the same way. Like the way his voice is different and the way that the instruments are different are in like different directions.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he sounds brilliant.
I'm air drumming over here. I feel like this song is interesting in that it seems simple, but if you really listen to it in headphones, there's a lot going on. The bass is really rumbling. There's two very different guitar tracks going.
I'm not sure where I sit with it.
His voice is really over top of everything, and the drums are like quietly keeping everything in check, you know?
Yeah.
It's a better constructed song, I think.
Yes, it feels like more, just polished, I guess.
And maybe that's coming from two live tracks we just heard from previous episodes that were...
True, yeah.
This is the quietest I've heard you during a song in a while.
I really I'm trying to figure out in my head, like I'm monologuing in my head of like trying to understand where I'm sitting with it. Because I don't know if it's the jarring comparison, like you mentioned, of going from thinking of things of like live versions of other songs to now being with this, yeah. Like part of me is like, is this a replacement level song? Is this actually really cool and interesting and I would listen to it? Like, right. I can't work it out.
To me, it's really interesting because I hear this song and think of it as a song that didn't make an album. I'm sure there are so many bands out there that wish they could write a song like this for an album.
I could see this easily being on an album and just being yeah. Like, because of my intrigue with this, I would re-listen to it.
Absolutely.
I'm liking this towards the end. It's giving Trickster for sure.
Yeah, it really is.
Well. Okay, Trickster, you have me puzzled, which I guess is kind of on theme in a sense. Like, that's probably a good characteristic for a Trickster. So that's going to get it like bonus flair points. But I'm still not I don't know. This one's got me a bit confused. I'm going to let you drive for this one because I'm not sure where I'm at.
Well, when we were going through the list and I was compiling everything into the spreadsheet, I pasted this and I was thinking like, okay, I know I owned this when I was younger. I wonder what the Trickster sounds like. And I played it for about 5 seconds, just the intro, and I was like, I know this song the whole way through.
Okay.
Young me, I think, loved the shit out of this song. And so it's one of those things where you listen to it as a younger person and it really affects you, or you really enjoy it. And it just grabbed me then. And now, even coming at it 20 some odd years later, it's jarring, but jarring in a really effective way to me.
That's good.
Like there's so many things that are going on, and the song itself, the way it's written, especially like you were mentioning at the end, where it still seems jarring in the way that they're playing the notes. It's one of those songs that seems like, how do I explain it? Like everything seems so out of tune that it's perfectly in tune.
I do know what you mean. Yeah, it's like it's part of like it's like organized chaos in a way. Like there's like things are weird, but they're weird in the right ways.
Exactly, like it's gross, but the kind of gross that you enjoy.
Like it feels like I liked when you said that it seems like on the surface a simple song, but it's actually like I don't know if it's just me not having a clear cut viewpoint on it, but it feels like quite a complex song. Like I would want to re-listen to this a few times and just kind of almost like come to terms with it. I don't know why. It's just it's hit me a weird way that I don't think any other song quite has.
I agree. I'm going to give this one an 8.5, which is only the second time I've done that. But even just seeing this on our list coming up, I knew there was no way I would give anything lower than an Ed.
Gotcha.
Just because there's so much going on, and it's such an intriguing song that I ended up putting it on my like favorites playlist, because I know when it comes on, I'm just gonna sit there and nod my head and go listen to all that stuff.
Yeah. I think I'm going to kind of go in the middle and go with something like a 4.5, which I'm sure is going to be very offensive to your ears to hear. But I think this is a song I will have to like review a few times. Like, I think I was having sort of like an internal monologue with myself. I was listening to it like that made this feel different to most of the other songs, where I feel like I'm a bit more sure of how I feel about them. Like I say that as someone who's not very sure about most things. But this one, even more so than usual, just kind of had me a bit like, oh, you little trickster, you. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with a 4.5 just because it hasn't whacked me over the head with like, no, I'm really on board with this.
Well, that sounds like you just gave us a new segment once all of this is over, the review segment.
Oh.
Where we'll go back and
if you guys didn't have enough content before, you are so welcome.
Yeah, or we'll go back and see how many of these affect you. So thank you for that.
Thank you. This was a good think.
Yes, it's a tricky thinker. See you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Love that. I love that. That was great.
Yeah, that one was like, I don't know, like I think it was just a complex song that, like, I can't really, after one listen, tell you this is how I feel about it.
100%. I totally get it. I was waiting for that one, because I swear to God, I've listened to the song like 10 times before we reviewed it. I was like, fuck, this song is so interesting. Yeah.
And I do think that it's going to be like a grower of sorts.
Yeah, 100%. I can't wait for you to need to review more songs like that.
I'm going to go back and be like, what was I thinking? How dare I?
This podcast is recorded over Discord and produced by me, Floyd. The introduction and exit music is a cover of Radiohead's Separator and is available on all streaming services under the band name Lift. Find us on Instagram @HeadFullOfRadio.